Hey guys and welcome, my name is Dank, and today we're gonna do a tutorial series on how to get in a better start with Theodoro for the achievement where you have to conquer all German cultures in Europe. So it's particularly difficult because Theodoro starts in a really bad position. But before you start this game, for my strategy to work, it is absolutely essential that we get a specific advisor. And I'm talking about the advisor that gives diplomatic reputation. So unless you get him, and if you don't get him, I would just restart. So let's look at what we need to do. Is we need to conquer everything that has German culture. That includes Riga up here. Don't forget about that. So we start down here, pretty weak. We need the diplomatic. Oh, first of all, you merchants are not sad, so just set them there to collect trade to get a little bit of extra money. But yeah, we need to get a lot of alliances right away, otherwise Crimea will attack us and just swallow us. Our ultimate goal is to get allied with Poland, so make sure that you always improve relations with Poland. Go ahead and build a 4th infantry guy, and then we can just speed up and get alliances. So we want an alliance with Byzantium. We don't want an alliance with Trebizond because Trebizond just will pull us in wars that we don't want. We want an alliance with Georgia. And since it's a tough start, we want to min-max our diplomats, which means send them back at the beginning of the month and then resend them. In case you don't know, you get a relationship bonus every time you send a diplomat and every time the month ticks over. So if we send them back after the month ticks over and we send them again, we get just a little bit of extra diplomatic reputation so we can get an alliance faster. And we need an alliance with Poland as fast as possible. So as you saw, I already got an alliance with Byzantium. It's fine, the Ottomans won't attack Byzantium for a while. And each alliance we get will make us stronger in the eyes of Crimea and therefore less likely for them to attack us. Now it took me a few tries to record this video because sometimes Crimea will attack you no matter what happens. Even with 3 alliances, Crimea would still attack us. So Georgia will already take an alliance, so now we have 2 alliances. And most of the time if we have 2 alliances, Crimea will not attack you, but it's a good idea to take a 3rd one with Caucasia. Now Georgia will give us a royal marriage, but we don't really want a royal marriage because we're not going to stay long. Remember our goal is... actually I didn't talk about the goal yet. So our goal is to move our capital to the HRE, to the Holy Roman Empire, and become a prince of the empire. We have to conquer all German cultures. They are mostly all in the empire. And if you're part of it, it's a lot easier than if we start here, you know. If you would play normal, you would take over Crimea, you would take over Caucasia, you would take over Georgia, you would fight the Ottomans, blah blah blah. And by the time you're ready to really move into Europe, it's like, you know, 1700, and those nations are going to be super strong because we're Eastern tech, they're Western tech. It's definitely possible, but I don't know, it's probably a little bit more difficult. I think it's easier if we start in the HRE and can eat it from the inside. But it's more interesting, and there's one more cool thing that we can do that I'll talk about once we get there. Alright, so the beginning really is quite boring. Just get your relations up with Poland. We need that royal marriage and that alliance as fast as possible. If Crimea attacks you in that time, with your alliances with Georgia, Byzantium and Caucasia, we can probably defeat them. But for my strategy, if that happens, I would just restart and try again. It's annoying, but we really don't want to be in a war with Crimea and fight them. I would push us back too far. As I said, if you play normal, just go and vassalize them. I think you can vassalize them right away, especially if you have Poland on your side. So this is a good strategy to just get yourself in a good position because we're gonna get Poland and Poland-Lithuania as an ally, and that will normally gladly help us, and it will make sure that nobody can attack us like Crimea or the Golden Horde. They won't attack you, and they can help against the Ottomans pretty well. So Caucasia here will now take an alliance. And once we have that, we'll be pretty safe. Now the only thing that can happen is that they will try to drag you into this stupid war. Just break the alliance. You don't want to be in a war. Just take the prestige hit. It doesn't matter. prestige doesn't matter for us. Alright, so now that we're done with them, I'm gonna work a little bit with Austria. We want to be part of the HRE, so it's always good to be on the good side with the Emperor. Get our royal marriage here with Poland. Should be pretty close now with to get an alliance. I mean, remember, do that min-max with the diplomat. And with the second diplomat that we don't need right now, we're just gonna improve relations with Austria. It's important to improve relations with the HRE members as soon as we can, because we're gonna get a lot of aggressive expansion. We don't want them to join any coalition against us. Okay, I guess the Roman Emperor already died. We got a warning that we will get into a succession war if we die because we don't have an heir. That's fine, we're relatively young. I've never seen... I think I did at least 15 tries to get everything set up right and figure out all the little details, and never did I die with an heir, so I wouldn't worry about that. So the other thing that needs to happen for us, in order for my strategy to work, is that Poland needs its union with Lithuania, but that seems to happen pretty much all the time. There's a few times when it might not, but it's very rare. Right, so we're allied with Poland, that makes us very safe now, nobody's gonna attack us, so I would break the alliance with Byzantium just so we don't get a call to war with the Ottomans, which we don't want to. You can see the Ottomans already annexed Albania, so the next goal would be to conquer Byzantium. Just gonna set Poland and Lithuania as a target of interest so we don't miss the union. Oh, also I forgot to mention, so Theodoro itself, the province is not of Germanic culture, so it doesn't count, we don't need it. We need up here. So our goal will be to declare war against the Teutonic Order, not to take any land for them, but to take land from their ally Mecklenburg. As Mecklenburg is right next to the Hansa, and the Hansa is the strongest, HRE member up in the north, we want good relations with the Hansa. We don't want it to join any coalition against us. The Hansa has like 15, 18 troops there at the beginning. They're really strong. And even if Poland and Lithuania can be difficult if the coalition joins. So now all we have to do is wait for Poland and Lithuania to form their union. I should have cancelled that alliance. I didn't think about it. We don't want to be in a war. Absolutely not. Because if we're in a war and we declare a war against Teutonic Order, then Poland and Lithuania won't join. So while that happens, we're also going to cancel our alliance with Georgia, so that will call us in either. Crimea won't attack us because we're allied with Poland. We lost 25 prestige here stupidly. Probably should have done that first though. Up, there's our union. Always take the mechanism. So now we have the union, we're gonna send back our diplomat and gonna declare war against the Teutonic Order, and Poland will always join us. We need Poland and Lithuania on our side because otherwise Hungary will just crush Poland. But with Poland and Lithuania on the side, it will be fine. So we're gonna send all our troops over to Lithuania. We got a nice air, 4 for 1. It's not the worst I've seen. You can see the Hansa kinda hates us now. Everybody will hate us, right? Because we did no CB war. Got us 20 excessive expansion up there. Which is bad. But it'll be fine. Makes this strategy interesting, I think. Okay, so moving ourselves up there. We want the admin points. We don't care about the Orthodox faith. You want to switch to Catholic as soon as you can, because otherwise everybody in the HA will hate you. So once our troops are over, we don't need our ships anymore. Just spend them. I did one mistake. I don't need my advisor anymore. You only need the advisor to get the alliance with Poland and to have them join your war. Once all that happens, you don't need the advisor anymore. Right now, if you look at my money, I'm losing money, and I should have gotten rid of him. So first thing we want to do is, until, We want to be close to the Polish-Lithuanian army. And while we can, might as well pillage through Hungarian lands to get some extra money. So remember, looting works the way every province does not have an adjacent land that we have access to we can loot. So the one I went into right now we didn't because we have access to Moldavia. So we didn't loot it. But we can loot everything else that's not close to Poland. So it gives us quite a bit of money. We don't want to get caught by that army up there. I know what Poland Lithuania does there, the AI, and it's not super smart. But just go ahead, loot everything, jump in at every battle that you can. I love that England is down here. It's funny when when Hungary gets called into the 100 Years' War and England invades them instead of doing something useful. I wasn't sure why I didn't loot that one. Maybe because I did a battle. But it should have been looted. Okay, somebody else looted that already. Pestgat already got looted. But we're catching that Hungarian unit, which gives us a little bit of prestige. Prestige is good since it also funnels into our morale. But our goal in this fight is not to, break Hungary, break Teutonic Order or anything. We just want to take Mecklenburg. I'm gonna call back Diplomat because I need access to Pomerania. Either Pomerania or Brandenburg should give you access. But we need the access in order to go to Mecklenburg. So Mecklenburg is gonna be our new capital. It's where we're gonna retreat to. There's some units there, but we have eastern units. They're a little strong at the beginning, so hopefully, and we have one more. So hopefully we're fine. While all that happens, we need to fabricate our claim on Crimea, because we're gonna need to declare war against Crimea so we can lose Theodoro and move our capital up to Mecklenburg. We got caught right away, but it doesn't matter. So I was hoping that Poland and Lithuania would join us, but they're not, so we're just gonna go ahead and attack them. We should be fine, we have more morale. And yeah, we are fine. So now all we do is we're gonna siege them down, while Poland and Lithuania is gonna take care of everything else. I said try to keep your relations up with the Hansa. Yeah, we had to take out the loan because we're losing money. I still have my dip rep guy, which I really should get rid of. So if you watch this and you're trying to recreate this strategy, get rid of that guy. I'm just losing a unit because I want to pillage more of Hungary to get some more money. Yeah, now I remember that I still have that guy. Yeah, kick him out. Don't take any pieces from the Teutonic Order. We need Mecklenburg. I'm sending him back from the Hansa because when people like you a little bit, they take less aggressive expansion than when they don't like you. We want to make sure that people don't join coalitions as much as we can, because we're going to take a lot of aggressive expansion for the no-CB war and for annexing Mecklenburg. Okay, so here we just loot a little more. I think I don't pay attention, I lose him, but that's fine too. Said our goal is to take Mecklenburg and we're taking it. It just gives us a little bit of money. Other than that, it's not too much that can happen. It's actually a very good start for me. Sometimes you get weird events that Poland will get rebels and has dead, and then they won't join your war. And you have to wait till they pay back the ducats or whatever, and that's fine. It will just push you back a little bit further. I mean, right now we changed this all out for a better starting position, but we're trading in time. Be a good player, you probably have Crimea already vassalized, maybe Genoa. So you might have a bigger empire right now, but you're not in the HRE. That's the point. Plus it's more fun to play weird strategies. Okay, so Poland and Lithuania is winning this war for us, and it's very important that we keep them as an ally. We might as well build that palace. We don't really want to lose prestige. And only for 2 ducats? Sure, it's a cheap palace. Alright. So I'm improving with Bohemia, just so that Bohemia doesn't join a coalition against me right away. Teutonic Order wants peace, we don't care. Okay, we got our CP against Crimea. We're gonna see if we can peace out Hungary for money. We really don't want them to be in the war. We can get some money out of them, that would be nice. The worst thing that could happen is that Poland, Lithuania pieces out before anything happens. Gonna improve relations with Brandenburg. So just to be safe that we don't get in a coalition. There's a lot we get a lot of AE, and everybody in HRE will hate us basically. Be the wrong religion, we will be the wrong culture, and we will have a no CB war, and we will have taken an HRE member. Okay, so now you can see that Mecklenburg is at 7%. It's a good time to start our war against Crimea. Because basically we want Crimea to take our capital right about when we take Mecklenburg. If we don't have Mecklenburg yet, Crimea will give us a peace offer where, you know, just have to pay war reparations and we have to take it automatically. We don't want that. And if we finish our war with the Teutonic Order first, then Austria will demand unlawful territory. They can only do that if we are at peace. So we don't want to be at peace. So you kind of have to time that right away. I also love that Crimea is at 25% war score right away, just because they're blockading my capital. So we're gonna peace out Mecklenburg. Just peace out Mecklenburg in itself. I'm afraid that Poland might peace out relatively soon. And move your troops. You're gonna have a lot of unrest in Mecklenburg. Also, we can't core it right now. So we're gonna have to do another trick to core it. First of all, Theodoro is blockade right now, and secondly, it's way too far away. You can see, people hate us. Brandenburg already joined a coalition against us, that's bad. So we wanna improve that and make sure that they don't join more. So when I first tried to figure this out, I took actually Danzig. And oh my god, I got a lot of aggressive expansion there. Also, if you take Danzig, Poland will break their alliance. And you need Poland. Without Poland, you lose. You need the military might. So we're gonna try to peace out Hungary again. Just for money. It's really nothing we want. Gonna wait for that siege to be over. And then hopefully they will peace out for giving us war reparations, which will help because we are really hurting for money right now. I'm afraid that Poland will peace out, so I'm moving over to the Teutonic Order capital in case they do peace out. Okay, so we can peace out Hungary for money and 5 ducats, for war operations and 5 ducats, which is good. And it also, which is more important, gives us 0 aggressive expansion. We cannot deal with any more expansion. Otherwise, everybody will just join a coalition. And I had one game where I was really aggressive, and Austria and France joined a coalition, and yeah, I was pretty dead from that point on. Hansa likes us relatively good. Denmark will hate us. But I'm not too afraid of Denmark as we will be in the HRE. So hopefully Austria will join us. So we're piecing out Teutonic Order now. Make sure to give Poland something, because otherwise Poland will break their alliance with you, because you didn't give them a call. I just want to end the war on my terms so I can get more money out of this. Make sure to keep your units black flagged, because Mecklenburg will have unrest and will spawn rebels, right? We don't want to lose our troops, and we want these rebels to spawn because they can reset our stability. Now all we have to do is wait for Crimea to take our capital. No, I don't want to wait, so I'm just going to sortie and fight them. That costs us 10 military power, but that I don't want to wait. I'm going to accept everybody who wants access because I want them to like me. And we're just going to sortie again, and there we lose. I was trying to get a piece off before the turn of the month. We just a few days delayed. So they will take Theodoro, they will take some money, they will take war reparations. What I should have done is I should have pieced out Crimea first and then pieced out the Teutonic Order, so I would have lost less money here. That's maybe something you can improve. But now you see, Mecklenburg's my capital. People hate me. And at the turn of the month I will become a prince of the HRE. Bohemia doesn't totally hate me, which is good. It's because we improved relations at the beginning. There we go. Now we're part of the empire. Problem is still we can't core it. So we have to find a way to core it. We talk about that in the next video. So thanks for watching and look out for part 2.